Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Recreation, Cultural and Youth Commission regular meeting, Thursday, November 17, 2022. I will call the meeting to order at 6:04. Secretary, can you do roll call, please?
Commissioner Duran? Commissioner Solorzano?
Present.
Vice Chair Cortez?
Present.
Chairperson Sandoval Vargas?
Present. Are you gonna do the invocation? Yeah. We're gonna have Recreation Supervisor Armando lead us in the invocation.
Lord, we are meeting today to conduct matters of business, guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. Amen.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, were there any public comments on agenda items only?
No comments at this moment.
Thank you. We will move on to the consent calendar. Can I please get a motion of the approval of the August 18, 2022 Recreational Culture and Youth Commission meeting minutes?
I actually had a change to that or an edit. Do I do that now or after the motions? Sorry.
You could say the change with modifications to it.
Okay. I would like to make the motion with an edit, which would be at the bottom of the comments and says that I have been involved with Kaboom, which I haven't. So I don't know who has. I feel like someone made that. It was you. So if we could correct it to read that was a comment by Chairperson Vargas, please. Otherwise, I make the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Do I have a second? I'll second the motion. Do we take roll? No. Okay, thank you. We will move on to the Recreation and Community Services update by Armando.
So, as you know, we started a farmer's market. It's on.
I'm so sorry. Was the agenda posted in state law? Thank you.
Yes, the agenda was posted in accordance to state law.
Thank you.
Good evening. As many of you might know, we started a farmer's market, and that farmer's market takes place every Friday at Bell Gardens Veterans Park from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our Community Family Service Center is offering mental health workshops. The next one is a drug and alcohol prevention on December 3rd. The Senior Center will be hosting a Thanksgiving dinner dance this Friday, November 18th from 4 to 6. It'll take place at Bell Gardens Veterans Park, and it'll include live music. Also on Friday, November 18th, our department is hosting a holiday movie Under the Stars at Bell Gardens Veterans Park, and we'll be featuring the hit movie Elf. That event will begin at 5 p.m. and the actual start time of the movie will be 6 p.m. Again, that'll be at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. The next event is the tree lighting ceremony outside the Bell Gardens City Hall lawn, and that will be on Wednesday, November 30th. Again, Wednesday, November 30th at 6 p.m. right outside City Hall. And that event will have a performance by the Satin Dolls along with the visit from Santa's Children. and a cookie decorating contest. Next, the youth sports update. This week was the first week of volleyball games. Volleyball games are taking place at Fort Park Gym on Mondays and Wednesdays. Games start at 5:30 and 6:30. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have small fry basketball. That is modified basketball for boys and girls ages 4 to 7. The youngest division is Division E. They play, those are ages 4 and 5. And the Division D is ages 6 and 7. Those games are, again, Tuesdays and Thursdays at John Anson Fort Park Gym at either 5:30 or 6:30 p.m. We are also taking registration now for youth basketball. That is for boys and girls ages 8 to 14, 14 if in the 8th grade. And registration started on Monday, November 14th, and they conclude on December 9th. Again, the last day to register for that would be December 9th. That concludes the department update.
Does any commissioner have any questions for Armando regarding the department updates? Okay, we're gonna move on to continuing the recreation and community service updates. I had requested in their department update to give us a follow-up on the city grants that the city has gotten in relation to the recreation department, such as the Prop 68, their work with the golf course, and also winter programming, what's expected for like winter break. And something new that I wanted, not new, I think it's done, and it was done before, and I wanted to hear if maybe we can bring it back, would be Student Government Day, and maybe us and the Education Commission, we can team up and kind of host and support with our council member, have that Student Government Day. So Armando.
As of now, the Student Government Day is scheduled to take place usually the spring of the year. So spring of 2023, we do not have a confirmed date. We will work with my colleague who oversees the commission, the Education Commission, so that we can collaborate and get the RCY Commission involved in that. But there is a plan to continue with the Student Government Day this year. The next item that you requested information on was Prop 68. We are expecting some paperwork from the state. City staff has met with a design team, an architect firm, and is working with our city engineers to get that design packet together and eventually send that packet out to bid for the renovations of Val Gardens Veterans Park facility. As far as the KDI grant, there were some workshops that were completed during the course of the summer. Surveys that were taken throughout the Concert in the Park series, the summer programming, visits at the golf course, and other special events. That data is being collected, and we received an update earlier today that we expect to have that data compiled the first to second week of December. And the next phase of that grant would be 5 community outreach meetings, which are scheduled to be, or tentatively scheduled for the start of 2023. And once we have those dates secured with KDI, we will be sure to share them with the commission and the community. winter programming. That is a program that unfortunately we will not be offering this winter, the winter camp. However, we will be having a spring camp and of course the summer camp.
Thank you, Armando. Does any commissioner have a follow-up or question? Go ahead, Cortez.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for those updates and those questions. One question and then one question / comment. First is mental health workshops. I did not know about these, so I'm really, really happy to hear about them. I'm wondering where there could be a full calendar, or is that like, how are those being scheduled? And then the second question / comment was, I'm really happy about the farmers market. I had some questions when it first started that I sent over to the staff, and so I'm really thankful for the staff and Director Nava for answering those, particularly around my concerns around the time and the accessibility. And so I just wanted to share, thank you for answering that, and also to share with like anybody who might be watching that, like, those are the times, and like where people are playing with it. There seems to be more vendors coming in. So as the months progress, I know that that's something that Sean mentioned that will continue to be evaluated. And so I'm happy to see that continuing to grow and change as folks need it to be. That was it. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any updates? Go ahead, Commissioner.
More of a question. I was just wondering if we had an update, or not necessarily an update, but a recap or just a summary of how the art walk went. Because we haven't met for a few months, right? So the art walk happened in between that time. And then also, I know that Dia de los Muertos also brought around like some of those cultural, matters and things like that. So I was just wondering if we had a recap, if we had any surveys, if we had any kind of numbers in terms of attendance, or just kind of a summary of how the event went, and any follow-up that you guys are expecting to do in regards to those events.
Just want to make sure that I'm answering your question. As far as the art, are you speaking about the art exhibition that was on October 8th? Okay. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was 20 booths, and that was on the same day of the 5K. So we had a very good attendance. I want to say just at the art festival after the 5K finished, at least a couple hundred people in that event. And it was very well attended. We got good feedback from the artists and from the community. And most definitely there is interest to continue to offer these type of events to our community. Dia de los Muertos, that was in conjunction with the city's Halloween program. Another event that was extremely well attended, easily I want close to 1,000 people at the Halloween and Dia de los Muertos event. The Dia de los Muertos had his own section in between Ross Hall and the Senior Center. And again, the community had nothing but positive feedback for our staff, for our director. And we look to continue to having this program to the residents of Bell Gardens.
Thank you. Commissioner Solorzano, do you have any questions or updates regarding the department? No? Thank you.
No, none. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So if there are not, we will move forward to public comments on non-agenda items. Madam Secretary, are there any callers?
No comments at this moment.
Okay, thank you. So before we adjourn meeting, I just want to open it up for commissioner comments. If anybody has anything to share or to comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to welcome Commissioner Duron. I'm really excited. That was it. I should say welcome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good to be here, and I'm looking forward to working with you all and seeing what else we can bring to the community, in particular around arts and culture, which is a particular passion of mine. So yeah, so that's the reason for my previous questions, and just thinking also about, if we're getting good feedback from artists and community members, how we can continue to work off of that momentum that has started. And also just want to reiterate it, that I was able to attend the Dia de los Muertos event, and I felt like it was an amazing turnout, but also just very culturally beautiful and moment for our community to come together in a way that incorporates the best of what I think we can bring in terms of melding the culture and youth and recreation together. So I just want to commend the department for and the city for what they did in terms of bringing those things together.
Commissioner Solzano, do you have any comments before we adjourn?
No, just welcome, Isabel. And I'm excited to see you at our city events. I'm hoping I know you said there's a winter holiday event coming up where we do a toy drive and whatnot. So I'm excited to be there with the team, and I hope everybody else can come out.
Well, I know we haven't met for the last 2 months, and there's been a lot that the city has continued to offer our residents. In September, I think it started off with us not meeting because it was going to be El Grito. So that was a great turnout, and then followed along with the 5K and the art walk. And then after that, preparing right away for Halloween and Dia de los Muertos. And then after that, all the little sub workshops and meetings that the city has had, whether it be on tenant workshops, whether it be immigration workshops, whether it be all the new workshops that happen. There's a lot of little resources the city continues to offer. And of course, the introduction to the farmers market every Friday. And then we also moved on to Halloween, and then the Day of the Dead, and then Veterans Day. So I know the city continues to provide a lot for our department. I'm very, very honored to be part of it. And also my troop in general also was able to be part of Kaboom to see the new playground built at Neighborhood Youth Center. So it was fantastic to see it be done in one day. So it was really, really great to see the organization come out and all the volunteers. And then it just recently opened for the kids to play on, I believe last or 2 weeks ago, I think. So it was really, really great to do that. And then we're looking forward to, you guys just had the fishing derby. So there's a lot that has happened in these last 2 months that we haven't seen each other. So again, kudos to the department for continuing to provide services in our city where we don't have to leave our home, leave our little mile radius that we live in, that we can experience a plethora of different diverse and experiences for it. And we look forward to what December has coming up. For example, this Saturday, I believe it's our third our food drive, right? Or our monthly distribution food that we provide not just to residents, but outside residents as well at the Community Family Service Center. And then and we have our Christmas tree lighting, like Armando mentioned, and then we have our big winter holiday. So stay tuned, stay up to date on Instagram and the website, and all that information is there. So I'm very excited that we're back and we're still having lots of programming happening for everyone. So thank you so much.
Just to give you all the date for the holiday event, that'll be on Saturday, December 17th. There will be a parade this year. We're finalizing the time, the start time. Then the holiday event will start at 3 p.m. And we're gonna have the food distribution that typically takes place on Saturdays. For that day, we will have it on that Friday at 5 p.m., same location, same parking lot. And that'll be at 5 p.m. until supplies last. So there's one this Saturday for the month of November, and then the one in December would be, again, moved to Friday because of the parade and the holiday event.
Thank you. And my last comment is the website. If you guys haven't gotten a chance, the website has gotten some updates. I like it. I know I had mentioned before that it was a little bit of old content, but I do like that the website has really great information of all the things that the department does offer. So if you ever need information, that's where you can get it, along with our little books are back. So I'm excited to have those books back. But if no other commissioner has any comments, then we will adjourn the meeting at 6:24.